Man, oh man, what a weekend it was for Counter-Strike fans. Hope you guys are all doing well. As per usual, welcome back to the show. Story after story after story wrapped up in one little video for all of you guys. First and foremost, following our last video around CSGO, that being 35 different players, a far majority of whom were Australian Counter-Strike players, now issued bans for match betting on their own matches or with insider information. That was the latest announcement from ESIC. The one after that was a $10,000 fine handed to Team Vitality. In case you guys missed Blast Finals this past weekend, it was a sliver on stream of Vitality in their team lounge right behind the players. On the TV was the same exact stream. If you guys have been under a rock over the past 6 to 12 months, CSGO has faced a lot of accusations, of which one of them was a giant stream sniping accusation across the entire scene. Players, teams, organizations all being involved, and unfortunately so, there is now having to be a zero tolerance policy towards this stuff, of which for that, it was actually admins of Blast Pro. I've contacted them very briefly. Right away, they got in touch with Vitality, found no malicious intent, but with zero tolerance policy having to be placed here, they have now been fined $10,000. If you guys go back and watch the stream, you notice right thereafter the TV had been turned off and then covered by jerseys. Vitality, though, unfortunately not doing it quick enough. $10,000 will be taken away from them, although luckily they still had a pretty solid weekend. As ESIC did say, they issued a $10,000 fine to Team Vitality in response to stream sniping breach of the ESIC code. While there was no malicious intention detection by ESIC in its examination of evidence, ESIC's zero tolerance approach mandates accountability from the organization for the breach, with their post going into pretty good detail about the occurrence. And if you guys did miss it, I believe it was late 2020, late last year, MIBR also fined $10,000 for a stream sniping instance. So that lines up. It does draw into question, if this was a smaller tier organization having the same offense, could they afford a $10,000 fine? I really don't know. I don't want to go into those stringents, but luckily enough here, guys, I didn't think it was malicious. I think a lot of us would agree. Vitality do go on to face off against the eventual champions, that being Nodis Vincere, who made one heck of a run. It is always super fun to see, especially in a semifinal matchup, Vitality versus NAVI, the number 1 versus the number 2. This time around, the number 2 for 2020 in CSGO, actually coming out on top, that being Simple over ZywOo. And by the way, a record-breaking series for CSGO. According to Slasher and Esports charts, it was so cool to see. Always fun to see these guys face off. But for one of the first major series in 2021, imagine Counter-Strike back in 2000. You say 21 years from now, online Counter-Strike will still be a thing, by the way, as well as LANs when they do come back. But for online Counter-Strike, 21 years from now, we're going to break our record for the most viewed match of all time. It's amazing, guys. CSGO hopefully will never die, so it seems viewership-wise doing just fine. Over 660,000 concurrent viewers on that matchup alone, not to mention the run that NAVI actually made eventually to win their title here at the Blast Global Finals, because Complexity, G2, Liquid, Vitality, and then Astralis in a fairly one-sided, of which they had a couple one-sided matchups. NAVI take down a tremendous run to take this title. By the way, their first championship just days after announcing their partnership with Raid Shadow Legends, and you can't convince me that that's a coincidence. I don't know. It seems pretty powerful to have that kind of game partner up with NAVI, and all of a sudden, they're winning titles and championships. Nonetheless, with that run, I think a lot of people out there could say this might just be the best NAVI roster, or at least the best we've ever seen out of this current NAVI roster. They are looking tremendous. Can Simple lock down any more titles this year? And can they make the coveted major run that Simple deserves probably more than anyone else out there besides a guy like ZywOo? That is what everyone is awaiting. Hopefully this goddamn virus clears up. We have a great year ahead of us with a CSGO major, and we'll see if NAVI can keep it up. Until next time, what do you guys think? Hope you all enjoyed your weekend. I'm sure if you guys are CS fans, you certainly did. There was so much else going on, though. It was hard to keep up. Until next time, take care. Take a sit for me. I'll catch you back here sometime soon.
Certainly ringing for Astralis right here. 1 versus 4, and he's going to get a headshot. Follow.